The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis, Big Dog, Vroom Vroom, Woof Woof, McElroy. What's up, TravNation?
What's up, TravNation? It's me, your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy.
This week, it's always fun whenever there's something religious happening on TikTok,
yeah.
because
Always
I get to become my wife's designated Protestant.
Yes.
And she was really caught up in what she called Rapture talk. I don't know if anybody else did, but apparently a bunch of people, not a bunch, I don't know, some number of people thought the Rapture was going to happen.
You guys heard about it? Can you
week.
do it? Can you lino it? Like, can you put a little lino stink on it?
You guys hear about this?
Have you guys heard of this? There's people thought the Rapture was going to happen last week.
That's not
It
bad.
feels like every day someone thinks the rapture's going to happen.
This was a big one, dude. This was a big one, and a lot of people, like Justin said, and I'm not going to name names or say if I'm one of them, were pretty fucking stoked and are honestly feeling pretty disappointed. Some of people went to Wendy's and bought 30 hamburgers and ate 30 hamburgers because they thought they were going to leave their stupid body behind and shoot up into heaven and ascend.
So
and
wait, Griffin, I'm confused by this logic. Was it to fuel the transition? Was it to punish your body? Was it like, this doesn't mean anything?
No fuel needed. From what I understood, again, from Christ Talk, was that he was going to handle most of the heavy lifting with the Ascension. I wouldn't need to squeeze, Kegel so hard that my soul shoots up and out. And
Okay,
yeah.
So Griffin, I know that you were not following this incident, this sort of ongoing conversation. So I would like to ask you before I bias you with sort of the conversation,
right?
And I want to send jokes out of the room for a second.
Sure, please.
I
did not eat 30 hamburgers.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, we can go back. We can go back to jokes now. We just need to check in on Griffin's constitution.
Based on the upbringing that you received in the church at Highland Baptist Church, HBC,
right?
What did you think was going to happen in the Rapture? What is it like?
I mean,
sending jokes out of the room for a second.
Yeah, I mean, Rapture wasn't hit particularly hard at young Sunday school. I will say Mr. Kirk Cameron did, I think, sort of popularize the idea for a lot of us. From what I understood, it would just be a kind of I would disappear and you guys would be... you guys would be left behind.
Why would you assume that? I got baptized.
Mom and Dad taught him.
I got baptized twice, Griffin.
Yeah.
If anyone's going up, it's this guy.
It's not a number. It's not a quantity. The fact that you got baptized twice actually kind of cheapens it a little bit.
I like the attention.
Yeah,
I recently told my wife that I read the book Left Behind, and she looked at me like a moon man. And it's like, hey, at my church, that is as close to sci-fi as you got at the library, man. That was thrilling.
That was a romp. That was almost
a romp.
And Kirk Cameron made it from Growing Pains secular much. So watch the judgment.
He was somebody the kids already loved because we love Growing Pains so much.
So I would disappear and you guys be left behind, and there'd be a chip that would be implanted in your hand,
or a barcode,
and you guys would be pretty bummed out. But I wouldn't be there. I guess I'd be in heaven and kicking it, but it didn't happen.
Well, and after a while, I think we get kind of general admission tickets to heaven. After I think like 7 years, it's like, yeah, you tried your best.
Yeah, but the scene will be so played at that point. Like, you guys are going to get up there and you'll be like, Griffin, you're back. I said, we're so happy to see you. It's all worth the wait. And I'll be like, yeah, man. And you'll be like, let's go to the heaven rave. I'll be like, oh, man, like, I've done that like 1,000 times. Like, the scene is played, dudes. You missed it.
The distinction that you're drawing, the thing that you're describing is close to my understanding of what the biblical prediction of the rapture is.
Right.
And the thing that is, I think that has most been codified in this sort of like mass psychogenic event that's happening. You know, the people are thinking there's been, it's pretty much settled that people are going to be floating. Sans clothes.
Huh.
The clothes drop.
Yeah.
And so there were several people sort of watching from their balconies to see if people started floating up. And there was a lot of warnings to like, make sure, this is the one that I thought was, make sure you weren't indoors.
Yeah.
Because
that would cause...
Because it would start, well, you would just hit the ceiling. I didn't know if it was like a fizzy lifting drinks kind of deal where you're like, you hit the ceiling and be like, whoa, Charlie, we can't. And you have to like float your way to the door. Or if you just like, rocket right the fuck through the ceiling.
Well, you can get through the ceiling, but Jesus has got to give you an extra like hard tug to get it, and it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't
so
hurt.
much as it feels weird.
Embarrassing too.
Yeah, that's when the clothes pop off.
The clothes popping off is the other thing I want to talk about because I'm getting pulled up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. So stoked to get pulled up.
Yeah.
Stoked that a little surprised.
Sure.
Considering, but stoked.
Certain promises were made when we were children that we were not expecting to.
I did not think we're still good, man.
Because we've done a lot of stuff since.
It's like finding an old Subway punch card, and you're like, surely this is expired. And then you take it in, and Subway's like, no, it's actually, we'll still accept that.
We will honor this.
Yeah, it's like putting 6 G.I. Joe UPCs on the counter of a Speedway, and they hand you a Sergeant Slaughter figure. It's like, well,
wow.
I never thought. Anyway.
Yeah. Wait, Pepsi points are real?
I did get the Harrier jet. If I went up and my clothes were on the ground.
Yeah.
Am I just instantly okay with that? And if so, am I still myself?
That's a great question. Yeah,
my drip is part of me.
Your drip is absolutely part of your brand.
I can't leave the drip behind.
The amount of time it would take me to get over the fact that my phone was in my jeans as I'm like floating up. I'm not saying I would never get over it, but I'm saying there was a period of time where I think, I'm glad I got in. I got grandfathered in, I assume. But my phone...
If there's not a little poof of purple dust where Travis's hair was, I will be furious because like that should not be permitted.
Does that count? What about my glasses?
If the drip is left behind, you know what I mean? Like I don't. Kind
of cool for the tribulation force getting to run around and pick up all that drip,
all that loot.
All that loot. Well, I want to know
if you want to dress like a Protestant.
Fair point. If I want to know. How I get pulled up so hard my clothes come off because my shirt's not going to go up through the top, right? The only thing I could think is that I sort of goes ass up and it does it so like face down, ass up, and all the clothes shoot downwards.
It could be like a banana peel, like you see in a cartoon. A monkey squeezes a banana real hard, the banana pops out of the top.
But my shirt's not going to go down me. You know what I mean? Like,
your shirt would split open like a banana peel as you explode out of the top like a Roman candle.
Well, then it's not the drip is not preem for the people who are left behind. Like
that's true. I didn't even think
about
that.
What if you are instantly copied in your drip and you just have a special drip?
Dude, it's that one forever? I'd like a little bit of forewarning. What if I'm in my athleisure wear? I don't want anyone to see me like that.
Yeah. Or if I've been doing a hard day's labor. No, I've never done a hard day's labor in my life.
Let's not be. This is an advice show. You
more
send
like
us your questions. You know, we never mentioned this. MBMBaM at MaximumFun.org.
How do we continue to get questions?
I don't know how we keep. We literally never tell people how to do that anymore. That's how you do it. Yeah. It's not like magic.
Make them real. Make them real because
though.
We haven't done that in a while. Let's
what makes a good question?
Good question is
Where are you telling me that's a? Are you? were you saying that was a good question that I asked you, or what makes a good?
I don't want to confuse people. What you said was great, but it's not a great example of a question for the show. Do you know what I mean?
As the person who's almost exclusively sorted the questions for the last 15 years, I'd love to hear you guys talk about what makes a good question.
Weird energy.
No. Because I've been selecting them for 15 years and I have no idea.
But you heard the confrontational tone.
It had a confrontational tone.
I have a hard time sounding sincere. I don't know what to tell you.
2 ears and one mouth. A lot of people forget that.
I don't understand what that means.
One brain, too.
3 eyes.
Whoa. So, I don't know.
11 senses.
Okay. Unique, not about office or dating. We're out of that. We're so far out, guys. And real.
Hot dogs.
Not a funny story that happened to you one time. I like those, but they aren't very rich for us to discuss.
How do I trick someone into something is also like
not my favorite.
I don't like to do tricks anymore. Our trick days are behind us. I recently got a unicycle. I never rode
good fucking start.
Yeah, I've never rode a unicycle before. I'm trying to keep it a secret from my friends, so someday while we're hanging out, I can just hop on the unicycle out of nowhere and be a pro at it. Good. Sure. Yeah. That is... Okay, we'll come back to it, but that's the only thought that's ever motivated anyone in any hobby ever.
Yes.
Okay, the problem is it's extremely hard to learn to unicycle in a tiny dorm room, and my friends live right next door. Dear brothers, how can I secretly learn to unicycle? That's from Sneaky Cyclist in Lincoln, Nebraska.
There is an additional problem here, where if you want to suddenly do it out of nowhere, you're going to have to camouflage the unicycle in such a way, because it's not like you can hide it in your pocket and break it. You're walking up to wherever your friend group is with a unicycle.
The only way I can think to do that is to buy 2 unicycles and kind of tie them together when you store them, so that they look like a pretty fucked up bike. Honestly,
no, you would have a bicycle and have like the back and front end.
Yeah.
So that they would kind of stick onto the unicycle, and then, oh no, my bike broke. I'll just try this.
That's the prestige.
Before you decide that you're going to do it, try to think through the best version of it working, right? I feel like in the best version of it working, somehow you've played at a unicycle. You're like, oh, sweet, unicycle. And then you hop on it and you're like, whoa, I got it. And then your friends are like amazed.
Yeah.
And then what?
No,
and then your friends are like, no, seriously. And then you're like, I've been learning it in secret for months.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Just for this.
No, you need to do it cooler.
There's a step that you missed, and it's part of the hustle, right?
Sorry, I don't know how to get off.
It's one wheel. You can just kind of...
Somebody catch me.
You just stretch your legs out.
Okay, first of all, Justin, that presupposes that they have spent all this time learning to ride a unicycle in private, but never learned to dismount the unicycle in private.
That's the hardest part.
Was it Travis?
He's doing jokes.
That part was a joke.
Okay.
God!
Here's the first part of the hustle that you need. Whatever the unicycle deployment is, you're like, I've always wanted to try unicycling, and it goes poorly the first time.
Yeah.
And then you say, let me try one more time. And now suddenly it's like, whoa, you're a natural.
Right.
Right? And then it's like, I guess God decided, you're like, this person is destined to unicycle. Everything about them is designed to be a natural at this.
I feel like unicycle. Can you guys think of any other means of conveyance that communicates so much about the conveyed
penny farthing
as a unit?
Big penny farthing. But if I see somebody on a unicycle and I see somebody on a penny farthing and they're about to fight,
okay,
they're about to have their own twisted metal style battle.
No, but wait. Okay, now hold on. If you see someone on a penny farthing, they could be time traveler, insane museum guy. Could be one of 3
or
things,
all
right?
3. All 3.
Insane.
They could be all 3. They could be 2 of the 3.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're on a unicycle, There's one kind of guy. You know what I mean? It's just the one kind of person on a unicycle.
They do make electric unicycles now that balance themselves out. And you look like a fucking Mega Man enemy when you do ride one of those around.
This how we do.
They do
This
not
how we
make
do.
electric penny farthings as far as I know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're OSHA compliant. You have to be so unnecessarily high up on those things.
I have seen people on unicycles, and I would equate this too with like the one wheel like hoverboard things.
Yes.
Where we talk about the practicing of the skill, but not the practicing of the extreme look of nonchalance one must have to ride them as if like, yeah, I'm bored doing that.
Dude,
like,
and it's
yeah,
so
man,
easy
I don't
to do
even
that.
know.
Yeah.
So easy to do that on a unicycle because it requires so little of your body to function. You can really top half just whatever. If I don't have some big reveal, just do it around town until one of your friends sees you and you be like, "Oh yeah, I unicycle. I'm quite proficient." That's a chill reveal, not making a big flashy show of it. That's how you really get down in your fucking friends' brains.
better.
That's
Yeah.
how you get in there.
Have you guys ever seen somebody on one of those one wheel hoverboards go in full speed, just going like, "Whoa, yay!"
I saw somebody drop off their kid who was on an electric scooter at Henry's school, and then he was like, "Bye, son," and then fucking zooted out of there on his single wheel electric skateboard. And I thought that you should be the principal. You should get to be the principal when you're that cool at being a parent. I have another question.
I want to become one of those ladies with a bunch of cool art in her yard, like kinetic sculptures made out of forks and wine bottle sun catchers. Is there a graceful way to make the transition from boring lawn to art yard? Should I rip the Band-Aid and just put out a bunch of pieces overnight, or should I start gradually with one weird sculpture in the lawn? That's from Artless in Massachusetts.
I want this.
I want this too. Everyone kind of wants this when you walk past a yard and it's got like a bunch of art and pretty stained glass creations and also like a bunch of wildflowers that just like butterflies are on. And you're like,
Yeah,
how do you do that, Miss Honey? How do you have that Miss Honey ass yard? That's crazy.
I did like a chaos, wildflower portion on my front yard. And the secret that they don't tell you, Griffin, is there's a solid like month and a half where it's just bare dirt, looks like shit.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's just
Who's
like,
got the time?
oh, that guy gave up on that part of the yard.
That's what the art is for. You put the art there, and it's like a placeholder for this stuff. But
Is the idea that if you put the art in, you can't mow there anymore, so then it becomes a wild
oh, that's cool.
lawn.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
think
it's
about
like,
that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's art's problem.
and then eventually the yard swallows up the art as when we are all raptured, eventually nature will reclaim all the art.
Yeah, as it will. And
I don't think nature would want all of the art. I've seen some art I don't think nature will
Justin, list off 5 pieces of art that you think nature wouldn't want.
want. Dungeon crawler Carl.
Hey, fuck off. How dare you, sir? That was targeted? That was targeted. and
really,
you know
really
it.
It was
brutal.
just the first thing that sprang to mind, Travis.
Nature would love that book series.
I mean, I have
I think nature abhors a vacuum, so
That's true.
I have a bad idea.
oh, good.
And
yeah.
it's going to be hard to do, but if you just start showing up to the house with like a friend who's wearing like tiny little glasses and a black turtleneck, and you say like, this is Damien. Damien's going to start living here now, and have Damien be sort of like very quiet and reserved, but clearly like an artistic, beautiful mind. And then when the stuff starts showing up in the yard, you can really slow roll it. No one's going to think like, have you lost the plot? Why are you putting so much shit in your yard? You can be like, oh, that's Damien. He says he eats the art and he needs to be around it to live.
Hey, Griffin, as you're describing Damien, there's a 50-50 chance he turns out to also be a serial killer.
No, he's not. In this, imagine, why would you even introduce that in this fun...
You just said he needs to eat the art.
Yeah, but not really. Like, eat it, like, experience it. And Damien needs
consume
that.
it is maybe a better word.
Consume it
got
is
lost in
better.
translation.
Yeah, I got it.
From demon tongue.
I did mix him up. But Damien loves art and he needs it, or he'll die. He gets sick without it. And you tell that to your neighbors, and then no one's going to ask any questions. It's all Damien.
You start practical. right? That's why bird baths people love, right?
shit,
Birds
yeah.
do not need to take a bath. They don't. They're fine. You know
I've
that.
never seen a bird looking around for a bird bath.
Never
They
been
don't
around
need
a bird and been like, that bird stinks.
Big Bird probably. Big Bird probably gets
Big,
one.
yeah.
There's
I mean,
no way. How dare you?
While
Not
sitting
the
on
big
egg,
bird, but big birds in
big
general
birds
probably get like a
and
yeah.
the big bird. He gets funky. I well, you put it out there, but you pretend it's practical, right? Like, oh, this I have to for the birds,
Right.
And then you put out maybe wind chimes is another one. Like, well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
the
yeah.
sound, and then you put out 8, and then it's like too late. I mean, I know this isn't practical at this point, but I've already put so many out. No one could judge. That's how you ease into it. In their heads, they're like, well, I guess they had some reason for it. They put out the one bird bath. Yeah. And that was very well grounded in bird hygiene.
I
There's-
like the idea of sneaking out at like 2 a.m. when the neighborhood's asleep and just putting up like 30 different like recycled glass bottle arts and like it's a statue of a rooster, right? And then waking up in the morning and be like, yep, this is how
It
I've
happened
always
again.
imagined it. Yep.
No, or you come out the next morning and you're like, what the fuck? These fucking kids!
Ah,
Again!
That's great.
You know what? I'm not even going to take it down this time. That'll show them.
Yeah.
And then you just got to make sure enough neighbors see that little skit.
do it
Maybe
every
do it
15 minutes as they leave
Yeah,
for work.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe you have a neighborhood like Facebook group and you say like, come out at noon. I'm going to do my skit. Hey, everyone, it's noon. Everyone, I've got a skit. Marcy
No,
down the street has a groceries skit that she's been working on. She's excited about.
If you have a Facebook group, then you don't need the skit. Then you can put a post in the Facebook group that is like announcement
Yeah.
to local jerks.
Or
Yeah.
fully,
Stop putting all this stuff in my yard.
you could do a fully filmed like YouTube short.
Yeah.
Like that you post in there of you coming out and chasing the kids off, and then maybe from the kids' perspective, is they're like, I think they seem, listen, they're mad at me now, but they seem like someone who wants art in their yard. This
Yeah.
is a service we're providing. And then it cuts back to you, and now you're doing an unboxing video.
Yeah.
And this has been your kind of slow transition into I'm an art yard person, and I want to do unboxing videos.
Yeah. The wind chimes would be the only thing for me. I do think there should
What do
be
you
a
mean?
government mandated limit on how many wind chimes because now the art in your yard looks cool and I'm glad it's there and it looks great. And a set of wind chimes blowing in the breeze, lovely. Eight wind chimes, as Justin conjured up. Too many wind chimes. Don't want to be inside my house watching America's Next Dancer and hearing a clanging and clanging of a pipe organ falling down a set of windy stairs.
I don't know if this is pervasive in other cultures, but I know here in the U.S., I have been trained by movies and TV shows that the sound of a wind chime heralds some terrible oncoming supernatural force.
Yeah.
I've never heard a wind chime and
spooky
thought,
mood today, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
be
a very
good.
like October is just around the corner, I guess. But Travis is already.
well, I live
opening
in
up
a
his Halloween
constant
presents.
state of fear.
It's great that you're saying that while your own little face is poking up
Yeah,
from the bottom
Trav,
of the
can
screen.
you like look to your left?
No.
Look
It works better
Yeah,
if it's
just like
just
that.
your head. That's good shit,
Can
man.
you get one bigger you to take a picture
Behind
of
me?
that and then wear a t-shirt?
That's awesome.
Don't act like I wouldn't do that. You know me.
You definitely would. You definitely would.
I wish that this shirt was just three knees
That's
on
interesting, Trav.
Where do you get yard art except for I guess like World Market or whatever?
Yeah, Epcot.
Epcot, you get yard art?
It's just at Epcot. Yeah, you got to go. That's how you get authentic stuff because you could get things at Walmart or Target that look like they're from another country.
Yeah.
Or you could go to Epcot, the World Pavilion, and get stuff that's actually from other countries.
Damn.
And I think that's where the most wind chimes I do feel like come from Epcot.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time, Rachel and I went to Fredericksburg, Texas, for a romantic getaway, and
Brag.
on our way there, we went to like a art store, and there was a place that had mosaic tile pigs, and I was like, "Those fucking rule!" But I was like, "I can't buy that. That's not me. I don't have an art yard." And so we went on the trip and did some beautiful hiking. Went to a couple wineries. It was very lovely. But the whole time, you know what I was thinking about was the mosaic pig that I didn't buy. And so on the way back to Austin, I did make sure we made a pit stop so I could buy the mosaic pig. And his leg broke off very quickly, and he died.
Oh, no. Let that be a lesson to you all. You miss 100% of the pigs you don't
If you see a cool yard art thing, do not fucking hesitate to grab it because there's no guarantee it's going to come back into your life again. You can be who you want to be.
I feel like porch geese are a good conduit to this, too. I know people love the
What do the
lawn-
Portuguese have to do with this, Justin?
Sorry, Travis, that's an incredible turn of phrase. Like, genuinely impressed. Not in a funny way, but in like a...
Impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
That-
Like an
that the
Oscar
mind-
Wilde level wit kind of thing.
I was trying to tell if it was like offensive, but it was like these
It's
two
not
words
really.
kind
It's
of
just words
the
sound
same.
like things.
Yeah,
No, but people here love the concrete geese.
people love
And I feel like maybe that's a good entry point because if you put one out, it's like charming, and then they could just replicate overnight. There's 30,
Yeah.
and it's nobody can
Now,
do
you
anything
do
about
run
it.
the risk, and we get questions like this all the time, where if you start having an art yard, your family and friends are going to be like, great, every present for the rest of their life sorted. Here's another
goose.
windmill.
Goose.
Here's
Goose,
a
yeah.
thing of bottles hanging down.
What I think sucks is that all yard art kind of subscribes to like a few different things, which is like functional bird furniture or a mosaic sort of tile thing, sturdy pieces, wind chimes, what have you, and they don't do like all kinds of art. Like what if your decoration style is just like busts of your favorite comic book and anime characters?
Yeah.
Why don't we
have
get
that.
big ones of those for the front yard? that
Yes,
are
please.
and weather resistant.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a Captain America lawn decor you could go with?
Yes, please.
Probably.
That might send a message you're not ready for. Go with Deadpool. I think Deadpool
sends a great
Captain
message.
America, but he's holding the shield upside down. It's full of water, and who's in the shield? It's birds. They're
That's
taking
great.
baths.
Justin,
They
that's
love it.
amazing. Can I tell you, a bird bath of Captain America's shield, I would buy that right.
Hold on one second. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Captain, I'm about to get rich. Kiss this podcast shit goodbye,
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
Captain America,
And-
bird, shield, bird.
I would also love a Thor lightning rod to put on top of my house where he's holding
That's
the hammer
cool.
up and like lightning strikes that instead of my house. It would be great.
Yeah. Naruto.
Damn it. I was trying to Google it, and I accidentally typed it in Chat GPT, and I was making it.
No.
Yeah, they're making them now.
Turns out AI was a mistake.
Ah. Let's go to the money zone.
All right.
It's better with you.
Tick tock, zock dock, clock.
What?
That's cool, man.
Tick tock, zock dock, clock.
Nice.
That's my.
I was just thinking like we should do another jingle. We haven't done a jingle. I think ZocDoc has proven themselves worthy. And
Yeah.
then
They have all
Justin
the, but
just
there is
dropped
in this
it.
case. This I will say, Trav. In this case, there is a zock dock sound that they play. Watch this. I am going to play it right now.
That was how
You know,
did,
it
how
seems
did you,
like-
how did you fucking do that, dude? I did
Yeah,
not
dude,
know
I
that
can
we
do
could
that.
play
I do it with
sounds.
my tongue, like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know, if you need a doctor, that can be really overwhelming. I have a doctor in my house, and I still have trouble finding her sometimes. So
Okay,
when I
cool, yeah.
can't find my wife, I turn to ZocDoc. Sometimes there's 30 to 40 wives in my house, and I can't tell which one is a licensed physician
Yeah.
that I am married to. So when I have to find a doctor who I'm also married to, ZocDoc, no, ZocDoc.
Wait,
helps
no,
you to find the
ZocDoc
doctor.
doesn't do that.
ZocDoc doesn't do that. What they do is they help you find the right physician for whatever you got going on. You need to see somebody, you want to change providers, you're in a new area. That's so overwhelming to find the right physician for you. I still struggle with it. And like I said, I'm married to a doctor and I still have to deal with this, but ZocDoc makes it really, really easy.
They got doctors for everything these days. You guys hear about this? Doctors for everything. It's not just somebody with a black bag that shows up at your house and it says like, yeah, doing good, Mr. McElroy, and then gives you a lollipop. I had to get an appointment with a sleep doctor because I got a big tongue, makes you sleep bad. That's the thing you got to go to doctors for. Do you guys even
You're
know
not
that?
going to... Listen, if you have something that embarrassing going on, you want a doctor who's discreet
Yep.
and professional.
Yep.
And will probably tell you what you want to hear. And you can search by those filters, I bet, on ZocDoc. I don't know all the different filters they have, but like, this is the way to find a physician with ZocDoc. It's
I
free.
filled out my whole zoo crew here in DC with ZocDoc.com.
It's a free app and website. Search and compare high-quality in-network doctors across every specialty and click to instantly book an appointment. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/mybrother to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mybrother. ZocDoc.com/mybrother.
At the 1 yard
I was about to compliment the hell
I said it
out of
all
you.
right. I just said it slow.
The first one, I saw you kind of stumble like a gymnast on the balance
Say one
beam.
more word, and I will make the Sonic logo at you again, Travis. I will
he
play.
was
I will play the
so
ZocDoc sound
close.
with my mouth.
That's
Do
our
it.
new no-no can, is the ZocDoc Sonic logo.
Hey, it's Sue the subway train. Hey, guess what, Sue? I just inherited a game show, and I have to continue it because there are people out there who like to curl up into a ball and listen to it. Yeah, it's a podcast where listeners submit game show ideas for others to play on air. Well, it is. In fact, the dumber the better. Right. It's called Dr. Game Show. Some curled up balls consider it a tradition, while others call it a train wreck. No, not you, Sue. It's Dr. Game Show. If you're the sort that likes to listen to people competing for refrigerator magnets, then curl up into a ball and listen to Dr. Game Show every other Wednesday, MaximumFun.org.
Are you a 5-star baddie? If you answered yes, then Black People Love Paramore is the podcast for you. Contrary to the title, we are not a podcast about the band Paramore. Black People Love Paramore is a pop culture show about the common and uncommon interests of Black people in order to help us feel a little bit more seen. We are your co-hosts, Sequoia Holmes,
Jewel Wicker,
and Ryan Graham.
and in each episode we dissect one pop culture topic that mainstream media doesn't associate with the Black people, but we know that we like.
We get into topics like ginger ale, the Golden Girls, Black romance, Uno, and so much more.
Tune in every other Thursday to the podcast that's dedicated to helping Black people feel more seen. Find Black People Love Paramore on MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes.
That sounded really bad. Like,
You
I
wanna
don't
try
want people
again?
to hear that.
Yeah.
Clean.
Ooh, that's kind of like a
Put a
like hammer-ons
a
and
fuzz
pull-offs.
pedal, yeah.
I want a munch.
Squawk.
I want to munch. Squad. Welcome to Munch Squad. It's a podcast within a podcast profiling the latest and greatest in brand eating. You know, we don't talk about White Castle enough, even though it holds the distinction in many historians' eyes as one of the first fast food restaurants.
Dad talks about it a lot.
A template that we all must follow. So one could argue that as goes White Castle, so goes the world. And I
I don't know how one would even start that argument.
One could,
But should one?
No.
must one.
Oh.
White Castle rolls out pumpkin latte cheesecake on a stick, triple cheese tots, and BBQ pulled pork slider.
But not all together, right?
Not at the same time,
Thankfully,
though.
no.
Certainly, there's no combo meal.
This is the first sentence of this press release, and it has been a busy month at White Castle.
Good. Thanks for the update.
Cool. I like it. I like it. I like a press release for a fast food place that sounds like a Tales from Lake Wobegon. Great.
Old Derek
iconic-
is then making the fries again.
The iconic family-owned fast food business has expanded its menu with 3 brand new limited-time only editions and launched the newest iteration of its customer loyalty program, Craver Nation Rewards.
Awesome.
Huh.
So good, man. Craver Nation is good. If you guys haven't said Craver Nation
Craver
out
Nation
loud,
is awesome.
Craver
Yeah.
Nation.
It's very
feels good.
It's also
Phonetically.
giving me. I didn't know I could do rewards for TravNation people, and
Yeah,
now
Trav
I'm
Nation
thinking
Rewards.
I could set up like a Pepsi point style thing where when
a
you
great
buy
Do you have enough
Travis
hacky
products,
sacks to distribute for that, though? Because if you don't have enough hacky sacks, I would advise
could
you
get them.
Whole.
I got a hacky sack wholesaler here in town that I can
Great.
work with.
Here's a subhead. Whole latte cheese.
What?
Exclamation point. Whole latte cheese.
Whole
Pumpkin-
latte cheese?
Whole latte cheese. Pumpkin spice season has officially jumped the mug and landed on a stick.
That's
At
crazy.
White Castle.
You guys can't say that it skipped the mug. It's clearly not true.
Jumped the mug and landed on a stick.
Are they going for Jump the Shark?
I don't know, man.
Because it's not like you went Jump the Shark isn't like, yeah, it was in the shark and it jumped out.
Well, and also that sentence is saying Starbucks didn't do it this year, so it's on a stick now here at White Castle.
A whole latte cheese.
I mean, like, here's what I will say. If I cannot derive meaning from this sentence, no human being can.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I do this for a living. I don't know what they are saying. Riding the wave of America's pumpkin spice obsession.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's 2006.
Whoa. This crusty ass wave is renting a car. Whoa. We're riding the wave. Riding the wave of America's pumpkin spice obsession, White Castle is rolling out the brand new pumpkin latte cheesecake dessert on a stick.
I'm glad they had to specify it is a dessert and not part of the secunde course.
An hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
It's not an amuse-bouche.
There's also so many words in there. Like, it couldn't just be pumpkin spice cheesecake on a stick. They were like, that doesn't convey the full depth of flavor. Pumpkin spice latte.
Let them know how
Should we
sweet it is.
make sure they know that it's dessert on a stick and not just
Yeah, otherwise they'd be surprised when it's on a stick.
It is a bold twist on fall's most talked about flavor. Rich, creamy cheesecake is blended with the cozy warmth of pumpkin spice and the bold kick of coffee, then finished with a graham cracker crust for just the right touch of sweetness.
It's not finished yet. I know it's not finished yet. There is another step. Another thing's going in there. And it is a stick.
Yeah, they're
White
putting a
Castle,
stick on
I'm
there,
sorry
aren't
to
they?
break it to you. I don't think you guys made up pumpkin spice cheesecake. I don't think this is as bold and new an innovation
It's on
as
a
you
stick,
think.
though,
It's on
man.
a stick.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bold new innovation.
Triple cheese tots are another cheese-based addition to the menu.
Huh.
Infused. Yeah, this is the same lunatic that just wrote the earlier stuff about jumping the mug, and now they're back in control. I guess I don't know. The triple cheese tots are another cheese-based addition to the menu. Infused with bits of cheddar, Colby Jack, and mozzarella cheese, the triple cheese tots up the ante on the deliciousness of the classic tater tot.
I don't historically think of tater tots as being an infusible material.
Right.
I
would argue that once one has put triple the cheese in there, are they even tots anymore?
I do
think
love
you have something new.
The imagery of like a James Bond high class poker game where someone has been like, tater tots, and James Bond like, I'll up the ante, triple cheese tater tots.
I'll see your tots and raise bacon ranch.
Mr. Bond, I didn't know you like to live so cheesily.
It is, Travis. It is like you wonder about writing does not happen in a vacuum. Why are we using poker metaphors here? What is being like? What stakes are we playing with?
I didn't know there were other tot-based businesses that are now going to feel called out by they've done it. God damn it! I thought we all agreed.
We're excited to welcome both of these crave-worthy treats to the menu, said Jamie Richardson, vice president at White Castle. The new pumpkin latte cheesecake dessert on the stick is the perfect treat for autumn. Blending the coziness of a pumpkin spice latte with the luscious texture of classic cheesecake, the triple cheese tots are proof that 3 cheeses are better than one.
Wait.
They're the ultimate cheesy companion
there was no bridge between those two.
We're missing a participle. There was a hanging participle, a hanging chat on that sentence that was fucking bewildering.
Verbatim, guys, this is unedited.
Can I also point out that they have now described the pumpkin spice latte cheesecake several times without addressing the on a stick part?
They're
really they won't talk about the stick.
Yeah, it's a creamy blend of fall favorite on a stick. And you're really going to love it. It's on a stick.
Yeah, it's words don't work this way, but it feels like on a stick has been CGI'd in somehow. Like they got it in post.
Yeah, on a stick wasn't able to make it to family photo day, so we photoshopped on a stick over Dad's shoulder.
Accepting the award for in a normal container this evening will be on a stick.
If they ever
Wow, it's so wild to be here. I didn't expect.
I wish they had the courage of their convictions to put out a commercial of just what it looks like when a human being eats one of these things. Because I bet you do look like some sort of runaway, like dog man experiment, just slopping cheesecake off the cob.
I'm just picturing, imagine you have a friend over at your home. And you're like, hey, do you want a piece of cheesecake? And they're like, yeah, I'd love that. And you start to hand them a fork. And they're like, no, I've got it. And they pull a tongue depressor out of their pocket and jam it into the ass of the cheesecake and just start going to town. I would worry about them.
Yeah, never leave home without it.
We do have, you guys want to see, I have a photo here if you'd like to see, just to demonstrate exactly what we're dealing with. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
So it's like not so it's not corn dog shaped. They haven't rolled it into like an easier, so it is just a sort of wedge of cheesecake that does have Travis got it in one. It does look like a tongue depressor shoved
A tongue depressor.
The wide end, the rounded end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tongue depressor.
How do I guess the eating of it in my car is made easier by that, but am I meant to drive away from the drive-thru holding it up? Thank you.
There's no getting this thing home. There's no box. Justin, sign up for the newsletter.
You have to open your mouth and they just pop it in.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Take it to go. The release continues talking about the BBQ pulled pork slider.
I forgot about him. He's
man.
He's the most mid of all these.
It's smoked with all natural hickory wood and blended with just the right amount of specially seasoned sweet BBQ sauce. The BBQ pulled pork slider is everything cravers love about White Castle, including one-of-a-kind flavor, high-quality ingredients, and unbeatable value. All in one handheld masterpiece.
So barbecue is a one-of-a-kind flavor. I can't get that anywhere else.
The sweet, smoky, and savory profile is a celebration of flavor that brings something entirely new to the castle while staying true to what we do best, satisfying the crave.
And I don't know if you heard, Travis, they put just the right amount of sauce on it.
That's
so
good.
It's not too much or too little.
That. I would love to visit.
That is also what we do best.
Yeah.
Satisfy the crave. Absolutely.
I would love to visit like a city I'm not familiar with. I'm hanging out with like my friend Todd. And I'm like, Todd, I've got such a craving for barbecue. What's the best barbecue in town? And he's like, oh man, White Castle. If you want barbecue, there's no place like White Castle.
We haven't had it yet. It might. I always reserve, except for the cheesecake on a stick. I'm gonna say pretty authoritatively, I'm not interested in that eating experience. The barbecue might be lit. I don't know.
There's extra cheesy tater tots. I'm not looking forward to that bathroom experience afterwards.
No.
Travis, I never do this, but I'm actually would like to bring you in as a special reporter.
Okay.
I'm just going to text you the rest of this press release because it's going to start to feel made up. I feel like if I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it. And I'm already feeling pretty... I need you to describe this to Griffin because Griffin's going to think I'm fucking with it.
And you're texting it to me on my cellular device?
It's on Slack. It's on Slack.
Okay.
Slack to T, baby.
Craver Nation rewards
We
members.
go now live to Travis McElroy, special correspondent. Travis, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited for this opportunity. Craver Nation rewards members rack up on flavor and savings. White Castle recently announced the start of Season 2 of its Craver Nation Rewards program, the loyalty experience that turns saving money into a game. Craver Nation Rewards debuted in 2024 with overwhelming success, growing active members by 25% and doubling loyalty transactions in its first year. Now, with Season 2, cravers everywhere are invited to, quote, level up your cravings as they embark on a new journey filled with fresh quests, richer perks, and more exclusive offers.
I mean...
Finally,
Craver
guys,
Nation.
you know what's happening? White Castle's getting fucking real about the fact that it takes place in a castle. If this is going to be the LARPing food place,
Yes,
I'm
dude.
in.
Absolutely,
Yes, man.
dude.
Yes. Craver Nation Rewards has already transformed the way we connect with our cravers by turning every order into an adventure, Richardson said. With Season 2, the journey gets even more exciting. More quests, more rewards, and more ways to celebrate the crave. Now, this is capitalized. This is capital C, which makes me think that there is maybe a powerful wizard at play here or a curse.
I'm trying to honestly decide if I walked into a White Castle and the expected customer service experience was the Jarl or whatever, being like, Dovahkiin, the crave has the crave dragon has appeared in the mountain to the east, and you want the new cheesy tots and the thing on a stick, the cheesecake on a stick. Yeah, absolutely, got you. Quest complete. And your
Here's
reward
50 crave coins.
Here's 50 crave coins.
You guys are already getting amped, huh?
I'm getting fucking
I'm getting pre-amped too.
I don't know that I want to have that. I don't want to interface with another human being in that way, but I want to have the
good
option
news, Griffin.
available to me.
Joining Craver Nation Rewards is free and easy. Simply download the official White Castle app. Sign up and enjoy an instant welcome offer of $5 off your first mobile order. To celebrate the launch, Cravers who order between now and September 30th will score 50 bonus points.
Okay. So it's all in-app. So this is more of an AR kind of quest and journey. I throw on the meta Ray-Bans, which looks so fucking cool, by the way. We haven't talked about those. But God damn. Those things look so cool, and you know they're doing cool stuff while riding them. And it makes the White Castle look like a real Magic Fantasy castle, and the person at the register look like a dragon. That sounds cool, White Castle. Make that. Make that. It couldn't be too hard.
Here's another question.
Oh, please.
I take frequent walks around my neighborhood. Recently, I got in the habit of taking pictures with my phone of plants and animals for the website iNaturalist, a citizen science platform. Cool. It's really cool and fun. This isn't an ad, by the way. I started to worry that you might think it's an ad, listener, but it's not an ad.
That wasn't an ad for White Castle either. We're not.
Yeah,
no.
To be clear.
We have never been paid for all the free promotion we've given.
Yeah. But I've run into a problem, which is that things I want to take pics of are often either fully within a stranger's yard or in such a position that it could look like I was taking a picture of a random person's house, like with birds on power lines. How do I take pictures of these plants and animals without making it look like I'm taking pictures of my neighbor's houses without getting weird looks or questions about what I'm doing? I've missed out on so many sweet butterfly and bird shots. That's from Juking Judgment in Georgia.
I rarely do this.
Oh, okay.
Because I know it's not the best energy to bring to the show, but you can't.
Oh.
There's no way to cloak this action, this behavior, that will not intensify the danger of getting caught. There is no amount of subtlety you could employ, because if I see you outside my house taking a picture with your phone, my hackles go up. If I see you outside of my house discreetly, like you're checking your watch, but you're taking a picture of my phone, that's bad news bears. That's way, way, way worse.
I
Any
agree,
effort
Griffin.
to look discreet makes you
naughty.
look more suspicious.
Yes,
this is why what you must do is the opposite of cloaking it. You need, I'm saying maybe one of these maneuvers, like you see where you're like holding up your finger, you're framing the shot.
Okay.
Right? Maybe you have like a DSLR camera with a zoom. You're wearing a safari helmet.
All bad ideas.
The safari helmet. The safari helmet fucks. That's the one good of the things you had. That's the one that fucks. Because if I see a stranger outside my house taking pictures of my house, no good. If I see, but they're wearing a safari helmet, I'm like, they're on their own. Maybe they're doing a White Castle quest. Like, I don't know what their journey is, but I
Also,
can't be ill intent.
If you're taking a picture of a little bug on a leaf, get down on its level. If I look outside and someone's laying on the ground taking a picture of a flower with a bug on it, I'm not worried they're taking pictures of me.
Yeah.
I'm not a bug on a leaf.
Better or worse, let me get a gut check from you two. Better or worse, they walk up, knock on the door. Someone knocks on your door, rings the doorbell, you answer it, and you say, yeah, can I help you? And I realize this is already a fantasy story because I don't know if you would answer it, but you've answered it, and you're like, can I help you? And they're like, I saw this really cool bug on a leaf out in your yard. May I please go snap it? Is that better or worse than them just doing it discreetly outside?
Okay, so I'm thinking about it. If I'm the homeowner,
yeah,
I think my genuine reaction obviously what I'm going to say is,
yeah,
oh, absolutely, knock yourself out. In my head, I'm going to think, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I don't think, why did you ask? That's so weird. Just take
Just
a picture.
do it. Yeah.
Would it be better?
It's like so weird.
Would it be better if they did it and came up, knocked on the door, you answered it? Again, you wouldn't, but assuming you answered it, and they're like, "Hi, I just took a picture of a cool bug on a leaf in your yard, and I'm really sorry." And then they walk away. Then you're not having to give them sort of permission. They're just informing you, like,
You're
"Hey, I'm
giving
not robbing."
forgiveness.
Yeah, and that can feel good too.
Would a sign help? If they were holding up a sign that said nature photographer while they took pictures of things?
Yeah.
Okay. What if you have more than one thing? That's a hobbyist, right?
Okay.
So the one you're taking pictures on your phone.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a notebook?
Yes.
Do you have binoculars?
These
I'm
are
hanging
all things.
down.
Wait, Justin, these are still all private.
No. This is
stuff.
all really good stuff, Travis.
Sunscreen, a little line of sunscreen on the nose.
Sunscreen right here, right?
Yes.
Water bottle, big water bottle.
Yes.
Okay, maybe a safari helmet.
What about the backpack that's a water thing?
That's
Yes.
cool. Yes.
That's somebody who's going to be outside for so long, they can't be doing anything bad with the pictures.
What about a butterfly net?
Butterfly net's good. We're pushing it. The safari helmet has turned on me a little bit because it feels a little costumey. Now it's gone back around to, oh, this is a fucking ruse to take pictures of my house discreetly. The other shit is like, oh, well, they might just need the butterfly net for their bug.
I don't know how big I would need. I don't know how small I would need the butterfly. I think the butterfly net, the size of it. The problem is, if it's big enough to catch a butterfly comfortably, at 20 yards, that might be a man net.
Yeah, it might be like the child catcher in Babes into our Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's like a big sack over your bag. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Full of screaming butterflies.
Right.
No, honey, don't go outside. The Lepidopterist is here.
This is why they gotta start selling those cranking cameras again.
Yes.
Yeah, the cranking guys. That you're not being discreet. You're being very obvious. It's all photography is so discreet. Ooh. What if the draping over the back that we loved in the old
one of those you hold up
daguerreotype day?
You hold up the flash thing where you got a big
cool.
stick
Like
and it goes
powder.
I want them to bring that back because I don't know when I'm at a big fancy thing like the launching of the Titanic without a big flash bulb going on.
When to smile. I know.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
need
embarrassing.
Do you think at this point, by the way, I was thinking about it as I accidentally activated my flash. Is that the point of the flash anymore? Is just to have something to turn off? Just like to do you think we are using? Do you think that when the flash has been triggered in the past 5 years, it's more often been
accidental?
Because of someone saying,
Yes.
damn it,
oh
shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Bugnet's cool. Bugnet might be the move, dude. I would love to have a bugnet with me. You guys don't have them spotted lanternflies yet, do you? Because we got them like a plague over here.
I think they're coming.
You're supposed to kill them because otherwise they eat all the trees. They're like invasive. So you're supposed to gush them when you see them. But here's the problem, gang. They make a big Hakuna Matata style gooey mess when you gush them. And so like
gross.
there's a I don't want to, like, I understand it's my duty as an American citizen. I mean, I live in D.C., so it's, like, kind of up in the air whether or not I am or not. But I don't want to get my shoes all, like, Hakuna Matata.
I don't blame
messy.
you. You need bug squishing shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Crocs are for, baby.
Or a gun, or a assault gun. I do have the salt
gun?
blaster, and that's effective, but that's not a cool look either.
Sorry, not assault gun.
A gun for salt
Thank you.
on bugs.
A gun for assault on bugs.
Salt, sodium chloride,
There we go.
table,
NaCl.
granular,
And
to a bug.
Portuguese sounds like Portuguese. I don't know if that was clear.
pump, blast, no more bug. Can't bring in public.
Can they do salt? Does salt get them?
Salt gets anything, dude. Man alive, this thing is an effective tool. It's so good it makes me feel pretty guilty anytime I do have to employ it to keep my family safe.
I wish it was that easy to get stink bugs. I'm about to have to start fighting with the stink bugs because they hate it when it gets cold. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
come
man.
decide to live with me. And the only trap that really works for stink bugs is you got to make basically a pool for them. And then you have to get lights on the pool that's just special. Like, you have to specially dramatically light the pool. And then you gotta hope that these guys go into this pool and they just don't
crazy.
leave.
That's crazy.
That's how you gotta get them. And in the morning, you dump that out.
I just let them hang out. It becomes a fun game where my kids.
Oh, I don't fight them anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to do it anymore. They live. This is fine. They can hang until they find a better spot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Do you want to come see us live? You can.
Okay.
For you, it's an option if you're someone who can get to Salt Lake City on October 17th or to San Diego on October 18th and 19th.
The Adventure Zone show we're doing is going to be a very special. It's our 50th Taz live show. So we'll be doing a balance live show for the first time in a long time with special guest Erica Ishii, and Griffin's going to GM it. It's going to be a wild, wild time. Tickets for all those shows are available now. You can go to bit.ly/McElroy Tours for all the information and ticket links. Also, Champions Grove is coming back for year 3. We're doing it in Memorial Day weekend of 2026. Tickets are going on sale the first week of November. Those tickets will be packages for 2 to 4 people to attend. All the information is at championsgrove.com, or you can follow Champions Grove on Instagram for all the information. And there's a new season of mine and Teresa's Great British Bake Off watch-along discussion podcast, Bake On. This is a wild season so far.
Pretty wild, man.
Yeah, you can find Bake On wherever podcasts are found.
We got some new merch. It's going to be up in the merch store on Wednesday at the start of the new month. There's a Taz Hunger beanie that looks so rad. And 10% of all our merch proceeds in the month of October will be donated to Border Angels, whose services include educational programs, water drops in the desert, day laborer outreach, Familias Reunitas Immigration Bond Fund program, and shelter aid support in Tijuana to help migrants and asylum seekers in need. So all that stuff is going to be over at McElroymerch.com.
Are we grateful to Montaigne? Let me check. Yes.
Check, please.
Yes, we are grateful to Montaigne.
Why? But why? Be specific.
For the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm super duper duper grateful to Montaigne. I've seen a lot of videos of Montaigne just like tearing shit up on stage, and I want to go to that. That seems fun.
Be fun.
I've got the fear here.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, tell me the fear.
Yes. This year, I will be faster than my fear of misidentifying birds in front of the cool older birders. They are not better than me.
It's good.
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your dad, square on the lips.
It's better with you. My life, it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows,
supported directly
by you.